10-cent beer night. There's no way everybody who was in this stadium lived. 10-cent beers? 10 beers for $1? I don't care what economic period you're in, that's a deal.
Pay for a beer at the ballpark.
Said 2K then Siege? No, this is not your stream, Jay. This is not your stream. You don't get to choose. Siege, then maybe 2K. Maybe.
$6, 8, 10? Well, what if it was 10 cents? That happened in Cleveland 40 years ago this week when one such promotion...
that motherfucker last name is Bucci Gross.
That happened in Cleveland 40 years ago this week.
That motherfucker last name is Bucci Gross.
Terribly wrong. Here's Bob Golick to present this week's Sports Center featured story.
Stank booty ass nigga. Yo, you smell like 2K, Jay. You smell like NBA 2K25. I don't want to hear it. Does Sports Center still put on good stuff like this?
Hey everybody, my name is Bob Golick. Now, you might know me as a 3-time Pro Bowler who played here in Cleveland, the old Cleveland Municipal Stadium. You might
no idea who he is.
Mike Rogers, the RA, and Saved by the Bell, the college years. And you also might recognize me as this guy's older brother, his muse, his inspiration, the man who taught him everything. Now, I'm here to tell you about 3 things that I love: Cleveland, sports, and beer. Now, when I was growing up, Cleveland made the national news a couple of times. Once in 1969, the Cuyahoga River caught fire because of pollution. 3 years later,
the river caught on fire?
His hair caught fire. Hell, everything was...
Is everything in Cleveland just on fire?
Catching fire. Except the Indians. They weren't that good. On May 29, 1974, the Indians lost a road game to the Texas Rangers. And that game included a bench-clearing brawl and Arlington fans throwing beer and food at our Indians. Now, after the game, Rangers manager Billy Martin said he didn't worry about retribution in Cleveland because, quote, they don't have enough fans there to worry about. 6 days later, June 4th, 1974, there'd be a magical convergence of forces that would draw fans who wanted to stick it to Martin and the Rangers. 10-cent beer night.
For $1, you could get a ticket in the bleachers for 50 cents and 5 beers. It was cheaper than the bar.
Since you're able to drink at 18, that brought a whole different and a younger crowd to the stadium. Half the 18, that
50 cents and 5 beers. It was cheaper than the bar.
Since you're able to drink at 18, that brought a whole different and a younger crowd to the stadium.
Half the fans that were going to be there were there for the beer, not the game.
Now, I was only 16 and I couldn't drink, so why go to the game? But we had over 25,000 fans willing to spend pocketfuls of dimes before the first pitch was even thrown. 12 ounces of cheap beer was about to start 9 innings of trouble.
There was the woman who flashed the crowd with her shirt up, and then the guys who read across the field, father and son team. And they dropped their drawers and mooned the crowd.
A woman had come out to try to kiss Nestor Shylock, the umpire. I remember one guy jumping out of the third base stands with his clothes in his hands.
I'll never forget, he tried to get over the fence and...
Oh my gosh. I was muted? Damn it, you're upside down? W chat reader. Well, you're muted, bro. Did it to... Bro, they got 18-year-olds drinking. Motherfuckers running around butt naked.
Came down. The cop had one sock in his hand and the other sock was on the guy's foot.
By the third inning...
Come on.
6,058 just subscribed.
You damn right he did. Big 35 months. Shout out Kevin Durant. I'm pretty sure this is the second time you subbed for 35 months. Thank you for the fourth sub this month ever. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate them all the same. You can sub as many times as you want per month, man. With Amazon Prime, you can just sub whenever, bro. It's not even just the one time when you really just get to sub whenever you feel like subbing.
And trouble was a brewing at the beer trucks that were brought in for the occasion.
They were just clearly understaffed. They had 2 girls working that. One was collecting the money and one was trying to pour the beers, and it just wasn't working. The tensions were rising, and they picked up one of the tables and just threw it right over the truck. And her and the other girl just walked away and left the truck there.
we just start filling up our own containers.
Oh,
Some
God.
people flip the.
Look at this motherfucker Terry. Yo, Terry, you don't know how to act in your. He got the face of somebody who used to bullshit as a youth.
Let it flow right into their mouths.
By the 5th or 6th inning, there were, 15 or 20 people jumping out of the right field stands and 20 or 30 people jumping out of the left field stands and running back and forth in between innings.
The first half of the game, frankly, we're having a great time laughing at all those antics, but suddenly it started to get serious. They started throwing cherry bombs into the Rangers' dugout.
This has been a...
What is a cherry bomb? Is that like a firework or something? What is a cherry bomb? Type of firecracker? Powerful fireworks that contain flash powder and black powder, typically illegal for their potential for serious injury. Yo, it was a war zone in here. All off the $10 10-cent watered down beers.
Probably 15 or 20 pounds of hot dogs thrown at me playing first base. The one memorable thing I had thrown at me is an empty gallon jug of Thunderbird wine. I thought this is not all fun and games now. It's kind of gotten a little.
How big is it? The Thunderbird wine. What is Thunderbird wine? Damn. Throwing glass bottles at the. You better move.
Serious stage.
You better give up a
These
base.
kids were so drunk, the game really was not important.
Well, the fans might not have cared, but the team still did. The Indians had come from a 5-1 deficit to tie things up in the bottom of the ninth. But the beer fog had grown too thick. It was a powder keg full of designated drunks about to blow. One inebriated Indian fan lit the match when he came at Rangers outfielder Jeff Burroughs from the bleachers.
I just wanted to get his hat. So I ran up behind Jeff Burroughs and I had it in my hand and then I dropped it. And so I went down to pick it up and I looked up and he looked at me and I said, oh, hell. He kicked me right in the thigh and he stumbled and fell down from the kick. And then the fans just really started pouring in.
Now there's another group of...
Where's the video? Y'all got the video. Show me the video.
Billy Martin said that he thought that Burroughs had been knocked down, and so he gets a bat and says, boys, let's go get him. And then the Rangers are defending themselves against this mob coming in.
Now it's a full-scale riot.
Damn.
There has to be 200 people and more coming on the field.
Had it not been for the Indians players coming out to help us, it'd been a real tragedy.
Hargrove has got some kid on the ground, and he is really administering a beating. They're filling him up and hit him from behind is what happened.
One of the Indians players, Tom Hilgendorf, got hit with a piece of a chair.
Oh, this is absolute tragedy. I have never seen anything as disgusting as this. I haven't either.
See, now it's not funny anymore. Now it's not funny. When the drunkenness goes from funny to dangerous.
With punches thrown.
Yeah, bro. Nobody should be getting ground and pounded by two different teams of professional athletes, man. You definitely deserved it. Oh no, he's on top of somebody.
Bottles flying.
It's that damn beer.
3 bases stolen. Umpire.
3 bases stolen. Not like a stolen base in the game. Somebody went home with the base that was at the stadium.
Nestor Shilak took a jab to
Alright.
the head, stopped the game, and declared a forfeit for the Rangers. With the 50 security personnel overwhelmed, the Cleveland SWAT team was happy to pinch hit and finish the game their way.
We had riot sticks with us. We had to swing them. We had to use force sometimes.
I remember the tear gas they threw in there. That got control of the situation.
They turned the lights out. Everybody's gone except for 15 teenagers standing on top of the Rangers dugout, chanting for the Rangers to come out and fight. And so I went up there and asked them, what do you want trying to prove? Because the Rangers are gone. So some kid behind another one reaches out and punches me right in the jaw.
Damn.
He didn't even stagger me. He hit like a girl.
So all
I don't know. It sounded like he got punched. It sounded like he got snuffed. I don't believe that. I don't believe the story you're telling on ESPN, man. I think he might have
told there were 9 arrests.
Or I'm hating. Maybe I'm hating. Maybe I'm hating.
Melee, and the
back
3
when
bases
boys
stolen
could be
by the
boys.
fans
Right,
never
right.
were returned. So what do we learn from
back
this?
when riots could
Well,
just be
an organist playing Take Me
riots.
Out to the ball game will not calm an angry
Said
mob.
stole the base literally.
People can
That's tough.
change. Terry Yurkic, the 19-year-old who grabbed Burrow's hat, grew up to become Citizen of the Year in Richmond Heights. A suburb 20 minutes
Get Terry
outside
off of my fucking screen.
And 10-cent beer night is a bad idea.
Favorite line when they get right every time. Niggas love that line when they get put. I didn't even feel that shit. You should see him. He's talking about how he made some police chief do a backflip off of one punch. Geeked up off of 13 beers for $1.30.
Just kidding. This is Cleveland, man. They tried it again a month later.
No way.
I love this town.
No way.
The second beer night, there was 4 times the security at the game to prevent the 40,000 fans in attendance from repeating what happened in June. Each fan 18 or older was limited to 2 10-cent beer tickets.
Boo! Boo!